أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah, we have finished all the characteristics of a noun. So today we'll be dealing with verbs. So verbs in Arabic is known as fi'lun. Verbs in Arabic is known as fi'lun. Verbs are action words. Okay, verbs are action words. For example, run, kick, hit, etc. So today we'll see the characteristics of a verb. Okay, what are the characteristics of a verb? The mnemonic for the characteristics of a verb is voting. The mnemonic for the characteristics of a word is voting. VO stands for voice, T stands for tense, I stands for Arab, N stands for number, negation and affirmation, and G stands for gender. So coming to voice, VO. Voice, the verbs are divided into active voice and passive voice. So active voice is also known as fi'lul ma'ruf. Okay, active voice is also known as fi'lun ma'rufun, and passive voice is known as fi'lun majhulun. Note, by default all the verbs are inactive. All the verbs are active. Some changes are being made in the active verb to make it as a passive verb. Now coming to tense. Based on tense, the verbs are divided into past tense. Past tense is known as fi'lun ma'adi. Past tense is known as fi'lun ma'adi, and it is also known as perfect tense. Past tense is also known as perfect tense, and present tense and future tense. These two tenses are grouped under fi'lun mudari. Then how to identify whether it is a present tense or future tense? Based on context, we'll be knowing whether the given verb is in the present tense or future tense. So both these tenses are grouped under fi'lun mudari. Now command or imperative tense. Command or imperative tense is known as fi'lun amr. Fi'lun mudari is also known as imperfect tense. Okay. Now coming to based on transitivity. Based on transitivity, the verbs are divided into transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. A transitive verb is a verb which requires an object, and intransitive verbs do not require an object. So a transitive verb, for example, an action is being transmitted to an object. So here, for example, he kicked the ball. So the kicking action is being transferred to the ball. So the ball is an object. So the verb which requires an object to complete its meaning is known as a transitive verb. Now intransitive verb. Intransitive verbs are those verbs which do not require an object to complete its meaning. For example, he slept, he sat. Now based on Arab, verbs also shows Arab similar to nouns. Verbs also shows declination. So verbs also are declinable and non-declinable verbs. Based on number, verbs are also singular, dual and plural. N also stands for negation or affirmation. By default, all the verbs are positive, that is affirmative. The positive verbs are known as musbat. The positive verb is known as musbat. The negative particle is being added to this positive verb to make it a negative verb. So a negative verb is known as manfi. A negative verb is known as manfi. Now based on gender, the verbs are divided into masculine and feminine. Based on gender, the verbs are also divided into masculine and feminine, similar to nouns. Now the important characteristic of a verb is conjugation. The conjugation in Arabic is known as tasrif. The conjugation in Arabic is known as tasrif. There are 14 forms of a verb. There are 14 forms of a verb, and each form is known as segha. Each form is known as segha. So there are total 14 seghas for both perfect tense, that is the fi'lul mazi, that is the past tense, and fi'lul mudari, that is the imperfect tense. For both these tenses, you have got 14 forms, and each form is known as segha. So let us just know how this conjugation works. Like for example, first one is fataha, fataha, fatahu. So till fatahtu, fatahna. So total 14 forms are there. For example, here fataha is a past tense. It means he opened. Fataha means he opened, and fatahtu means I opened. Fatahna means we opened. So this entire 14 forms are being divided based on person, first person, second person or third person, based on number, singular, dual or plural, and based on gender, whether it is a masculine or feminine. Similarly, this is the imperfect tense, that is the fi'lul mudari, that is the present tense or future tense. It is also having the same 14 forms like yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna till aftahu, naftahu. The meaning of yaftahu is he opens or he will open, because it includes both present tense and future tense. So it means yaftahu means he opens or he will open. Aftahu means I open or I will open. Naftahu means we open or we will open. So we will deal with all these conjugations in detail in respective classes. So here these conjugations are further divided into 6 verbs. So there is no need of knowing these verbs, but just you know the pattern of the verbs. That is fataha yaftahu verb, nasara yansuru, daraba yadribu, samiya yasma'u, hasiba yahsibu, and karuma yakramu. So in these patterns the verbs will be coming. Just if you just know the pattern, that's enough. There is no need of going all through the conjugation. Based on root letters, the verbs are divided into 3 root letter verb and 4 root letter verb. A 3 root letter verb is been added with some extra particles are been added to this 3 root letter verb or a 4 root letter verb to make it a 3 root letter verb with an extra particles and a 4 root letter verb with an extra particles. So based on these root letters also the verbs are being divided. So here you can see further classification of the verbs, like based on zaman means based on time, it is Fe'lul Madi, that is the past tense, and Fe'lul Mudari, which includes the present tense as well as the future tense. And based on Teda, that is the based on number, that is Sulasi Mujarrad means 3 root letter verb. Sulasi Mujarrad Mazid Fihi means 3 root letter verb with extra particles. Rubai Mujarrad means 4 root letter verb. Rubai Mazid Fihi means 4 root letter verb with some extra particles been added to it. Now based on huruf also the verbs are being divided into the following categories, that is af'alu sahiha, af'alu hamza, af'alun mushaddad, and af'alun illat. So there is no need of knowing this classification also. Just the af'alu sahiha are the most of the verbs will be falling in this category, 90% of the verbs, and af'ale hamza means those verbs which have a hamza in them, and af'ale mushaddad means those verbs which have a repeating letter in them, and af'ale illat means those verbs which have a weak letter in them, like alif, waw, and ya. So here you can see af'ale hamza, that is hamza is seen, and af'ale mushaddad, noon is being repeated in this verb. Af'ale illat means they will be having alif, waw, or ya. This is af'ale illat where the verb has alif, waw, or ya. It is a 3 root letter verb. So based on number, I said already, that is 3 root letter verb and 4 root letter verb we have. So here 3 root letter verb is known as Sulasi Mujarrad, and based on time, that is the past tense and present tense or future tense. Past tense is known as Fe'lul Madi or the perfect tense. Fe'lul Mudari is known as imperfect tense. It includes both 2 tenses, that is the present tense and the future tense. So the verbs will be coming in this pattern, that is fa'ala, yaf'alu, fa'ila, yaf'ilu, fa'ula, yaf'ulu patterns. Now these 3 root letter verbs are being added some extra particles, and these are also divided into 2 categories based on time, that is the Fe'lul Madi, that is the past tense, and Fe'lul Mudari, that is the present tense or the future tense. Like for example, if you see fa'ala, you can see fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima, 3 root letters. But here also fa'ala, you can see fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima, the 3 root letters you can see. Besides that, one more ain is added here, so that is the extra particles that is being added to this 3 root letter verb. Af'ala, fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima, 3 root letters you can see, and besides that hamza is being added. Fa'ala, you can see alif is being added besides fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima. Tafa'ala, you can see ta and alif is extra being added to fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima. You will come to know in the subsequent classes, inshallah. Now this is Rubai Mujarrad means 4 root letter verb. Basically these verbs will be having 4 root letter verbs, 4 root letters, like fa, ain, lam, and lam. The fa, lala. Now to this 4 root letter verbs some extra particles being added, so that is known as Rubai Mazid Fihi, that is tafa, lala, that is ta is being extra added to this fa kalima, ain kalima, and this lam kalima. So here the last category of, that is the Rubai Mujarrad or Rubai Mujarrad Mazid Fihi. These verbs are very rare in the Quran. These verbs are very rare. Most of the verbs are Sulasi Mujarrad and Sulasi Mazid Fihi. Most of the verbs, 90% of the verbs falls under this category. So what are the things we'll be learning in this verbs? Characteristic of the verb is Mazi, that is the past tense, Mudari, that is based on tenses. The 2 categories we will be learning, and Fe'lul Lazim, that is the intransitive verb which do not require an object. Fe'lul Mutaaddi, that is which requires an object to complete its meaning, and Fe'lul Maruf or Fe'lul Malum, which is a verb which where the doer of the action is being known, and Failul Majhul, where the doer of the action is not been known. And based on babs, 6 babs as I said earlier. So just know the pattern, so that is enough. And based on I'rab also, Failul Mudari, you can see Hurufe Nasiba, Hurufe Jazima, these particles we will be learning under this I'rab of a noun, I'rab of a verb, and Failul Amar will be knowing, and Failul and Nunut Tawkid and Lamut Tawkid will be learning in this characteristics of a verb, inshallah. Inshallah, from the next class, we will be starting with individual characteristics of a verb, starting with tenses. Wa akhiru dana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.